problem.
Okay, so we should all get that live stream notification.
Yep.
Okay, yep,
Great.
That should be starting here.
And you're gonna
starting up.
post it.
okay. So we're good to go?
Okay, so we should all get that live stream
We are.
notification.
Okay,
Yep.
Great.
that should be
okay,
starting.
so I believe we need to do a roll call. Is that correct, Mary?
Yes, I can see that we have 6. It's Dr. Ferris,
Yes.
Dr. Linda Gage White,
Yes, present.
Dr. Mark Dawson,
Yes.
Dr.
Present.
Cynthia Montgomery,
Yes.
Dr. Keith Ferdinand,
Yes.
and Dr. Kim LeBlanc.
Yeah, present.
Okay. We have our quorum of 6.
Okay, so this is the meeting of the Pro Tem Hearing Board with regard to specific matters handled by the LSBME. I want to advise the public that any comments can be emailed to before, during, or after the meeting. And the place to email would be publiccomment@lsbme.la.gov. All public comments are recognized during the meeting and kept. I want to remind the members and staff to please respect the order of the meeting by using the hand raised function to be recognized to speak.
Dr. LeBlanc?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm not seeing on the website, James, that the link has been posted on the website.
No, I'm doing that right now.
Okay, I'm sorry to have to
You need to
repeat,
wait?
but yeah, because the
Nope.
public
Yep.
comment email needs to be
Give me. Yeah,
something that they can see.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Technology.
Yeah, while we're waiting, does everyone know how to use the raise your hand function on the Zoom?
Nope.
Well, I know how to use it on the computer, but I'm on my phone and I don't see it on the phone. So let's see if I
I
can.
can't comment on the phone, but when you look at the Zoom, there's at the bottom, there's 4 things. It says participants, share screen, record, and reactions. If you go to reactions and click on it, it has some icon, some emoji kind of things with one of which is raise hand.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that gets you to, so that we
Right.
know. But if you raise your hand and I miss it, then just speak up.
Right.
Or
Well,
you
this
can
is-
just wave,
Or you could just wave, but
we'll
yeah,
catch it.
Well, since we're all on video, you could just go like that.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. We've had to do that in the regular board meetings on occasion.
yeah.
The link is now on the LSBME website.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I guess I have to repeat
Yes.
the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So this is a meeting of the Pro Tem Hearing Board with regard to specific matters handled by the LSBME. I want to advise the public that any comments can be mailed to an email address before, during, and after the meeting. And the email address is publiccomment, one word, @lsbme.la.gov. All public comments are recognized during the meeting and kept. I want to remind the members and staff to please respect the order of the meeting by using the hand raised function to be recognized to speak. I have verified the identity of all the tele and video conference participants. So James, could you please confirm that this meeting is clear and audible to the public and those on both tele and video conference?
Yes, it is all visible and everyone sounds great.
Okay. And can you also confirm that the YouTube link has posted to the website before we continue?
Yes, it has.
Okay. So before we begin, Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, we don't have any at this time.
Okay, thank you. So I have one item I'd like to add to the agenda for which I will need a motion and unanimous vote, and that is, so can I have and what it is, it's a selection of the next date for the Pro Tem Hearing Board to meet.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Great. So we will add that. And to give some time for public comment on this idea of adding this, I'll move to the first agenda item. The first matter on the agenda is the approval of the public minutes from the meeting of January 29th, 2021. I'll ask for a motion and a second to approve the public session meetings of January 29, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Mark. I wasn't there.
Okay, so you abstain?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, Jacinta, could you please check if there are any public comments regarding the adding the selection of the next date for the Pro Tem Hearing Board matter to the agenda?
No, sir, no public comments at this time.
Okay. So I'll ask for a motion and second to add this next meeting date to the executive agenda and for unanimous vote to follow. Hopefully.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay. All in favor of adding that? Say
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Dr. LeBlanc, you can take up the matter now in
No?
open
Okay.
session. As long
Okay.
as folks feel, I wouldn't want everybody to share necessarily their entire calendar, but if you feel comfortable sharing your availability, that would be great.
Okay, so there have been, Jacinta sent out some suggested dates, and there are three. January 26th, February 3rd, and February 10th. And we have options for the meeting to be either between 1 and 3 or 3 and 5. I'll speak up first. I'm available for those first two. The third, I'm out of the country.
Can you repeat those dates,
Sure.
Kim? I'm
Sure,
sorry.
Linda. Sure, no problem. January 26th, February 3rd, February 10th. And then once we decide the date, then we'll have to decide from 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. So, and as I had received this earlier, so I had looked, and I'll be out of the country on February 10th.
Any one of those works for me. I prefer 1 to 3, but any time works as well.
Okay,
I'd prefer the January date, and I'm
Okay.
flexible. I can make any of them, but I would prefer the January date.
okay. Cynthia, do you?
I have an OB-GYN meeting February 3rd. So
Okay.
the other two are, I should be available.
Okay. Mark?
I'm good for any of them. January 26th is probably the best.
Okay,
And definitely 1 to 3.
okay. Keith?
I can do January 26th, 1 to 3.
Okay. Did Bart, Dr. Ferris?
Yeah.
You said
I-
any could do?
I said any one of them is
Anything?
okay.
Okay,
And then
right. Okay. And Dr. Marriott, did those work for you too? Okay. Well, it seems like from what I understood, that January 26th, 1 to 3 would be the best?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Well, then we'll have it that, January 26th from 1 to 3.
Dr.
Okay.
LeBlanc, could you have a motion and a second on that?
Yes.
And a vote.
Okay, thank you. Could I have a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second,
Okay, all in favor of January 26th, 1 to 3 for the next Pro Tem Board meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Abstentions? Okay, unanimously passed. Okay. Now, and I'll be doing this repeatedly. Jacinta, is there any public comments that have popped up?
No, sir, there's none at this time.
Okay. All righty. And just to say, now that we have the next meeting date, the next meeting, just so everyone's aware, depending on the COVID waivers on the meeting and whatnot, and what the governor does, we may meet in person. That's still to be determined at this time. So, okay. So I think we've covered everything in the public sector. So I need a motion and a second for moving into, to vote for moving into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? All right, so we're now into executive session.
All right,
Okay, let's give James a
Let's
chance
give-
to move
yeah.
us.
just a moment, I'll get everyone over there.
Yep.
If you see something that pops up saying to enter the executive session, just click on the little button that shows up.
Oh, Cynthia, hello, you're back.
Yes, sorry, we lost power.
All right.
Be storming.
It's that wind and rain that y'all getting, I guess, huh?
Yes,
Okay. So I don't see James. It looks like we're streaming live on YouTube. I see that. But
I think he might have had to go answer a door, but we are live on YouTube, so I believe we can begin.
so we can't, okay, that was my question. Okay. So Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, we have no public comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. So I need a motion and a second to vote on approval of the executive session minutes as drafted or with any changes that you may want.
so
So
moved.
move.
Okay,
Second,
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the minutes of January 29 or 21 are approved. Next are the interim action ratifications regarding the investigations. I need a motion and a second to vote on approval of the interim action to extend the formal investigation of investigation number 2018-778.
So moved. And I would note that it'd be for 1 year.
second,
Okay, all right. I hear a motion and a second for 1 year. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Next, I need a motion and second to vote on approval of the interim action extending the time for preliminary review in investigation numbers 2021-137 and 2021-930.
So moved.
second,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Again, Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, no public comments at this time.
Thank you. Next, I need a motion and second to vote on approving initiation of preliminary review on interim identification number 2021-A.
So moved.
second,
We have a motion and a second, and this requires a roll call vote, as I understand it. Is that correct, Mary?
Yes, it's requires a two-thirds vote. So
Okay. So,
Dr. LeBlanc,
no, go ahead. Do you want to do the roll call vote?
I was just asking your vote, sir, Dr. LeBlanc.
Oh, I vote in favor.
Thank you. Dr. Montgomery,
in favor,
Dr. Ferris,
In favor.
Dr. Dawson,
In favor.
Dr. Ferdinand,
In favor.
and Dr. Gage White.
In favor?
Thank you. It's approved.
Right? Let's see, that was that one. Okay, so now I need a motion and a second to vote on approving the commencement of formal investigation into investigation number 21-137.
So moved.
second,
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and this also requires a roll call vote.
Yes, Dr. LeBlanc,
I approve.
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
and Dr. Gage White.
Approve.
Thank you. That passes.
Okay, thank you. Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, no public comments at this time.
Thank you. Next, I need a motion and a second to approve extending the, to approve the extension of formal investigation for another year in investigation number 18-778. I need a
So moved.
motion and a second. I have a motion?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and this too requires a roll call vote.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approve.
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
Approve.
and Dr. Gage White.
Approve.
Thank you so much. It passes.
Okay, so for the next one, from what so it's not investigation number 21373. Do we need a vote on we have to, from what Joe said, we have to approve the extension and then
believe we need a motion for extension of the preliminary review.
Right.
And-
And then another
and-
one for the closure. Right.
That's what he asked for. Yes, sir.
Okay, so can I do that with one or have to do separate?
Separate.
Separate? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so I need a motion, a second, to approve the extension on investigation number 21-373.
So moved.
second,
Okay, so this requires a roll call vote.
Dr. LeBlanc,
I approve.
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
Dr. Gage White.
Approve.
Thank you so much. It passes.
Okay, now I need a motion and a second to vote approving closure of the investigation number 21-373 with no action.
so
moved.
moved,
Okay,
second,
All right, and the roll call, Dr. LeBlanc,
approve.
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
and Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No public comments at this time.
Thank you. So next, I need a motion and a second to approve the extension of investigation number 21-316.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a move and a second, and this requires a roll call vote as well.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approve?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you so much. It passes.
Okay, thank you. Next, I need a motion and a second to vote approving the closure of the investigation of number 21-316 with no action.
So moved.
second,
Okay, we have a motion, a second, and it requires a roll call voice vote again.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approve?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you, and that passes.
Okay, next I need a motion and a second to approve closure investigation number 21-930 with no action.
so moved, second,
Second.
Okay, all right, roll call vote is necessary once again.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approve?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you, and that passes.
Thank you. Next, I need a motion and a second to vote approving closure of investigation number 20-40 with no action.
so moved,
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. And it requires a roll call vote again.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approve?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
and Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you. Passes.
Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, you have no public comments.
Thank you. Next, I need a motion and a second to vote approving the closure of investigation number 20-389 with no action.
So moved.
second,
Okay, roll call voice is required.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approved?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
and Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you. That passes.
Finally, I need a motion and a second to vote approving the oath of impartiality forms
As amended.
As amended.
as amended. Thank you.
So moved.
Some, second.
Okay, this requires a roll call voice as well.
Dr. LeBlanc,
Approved?
Dr. Montgomery,
approve,
Dr. Ferris,
Approve.
Dr. Dawson,
Approve.
Dr. Ferdinand,
approve,
and Dr. Gage White.
Approved.
Thank you. That passes.
Okay, and finally, Jacinta, do we have any public comments?
No, sir, you have no public comments at all.
Okay, thank you. So I'd like to thank everyone for their hard work, and next to end the meeting, I would appreciate a motion and a second to adjourn.
Before we do that, do we need to vote on our next meeting?
Oh. We do, well, we did that,
I think we did that
No,
in
you can't.
We
you
did
can't.
that, but do we need to
You
do
got
it?
to
in-
vote, you got to vote in open session.
Yeah, didn't we do that in open session at the beginning?
We did. We did
Yeah.
that in open session.
Okay, but thanks for staying on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
All right, so now I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay. I'd like to thank everyone. I thought we did great. It was like old times. So I
Thank
look
you so
forward to our
much,
next one. Yes, thank
everybody.
you.
Thank
So
you.
we can sign off, I guess.
Yes. You just
Okay.
Press that leave button. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you all very much.
Be good, guys.
All right.
All right, see y'all.
Bye.
Aye.